Hi. So I downloaded your form. Okay. So I downloaded this one and you read the comments and made the things. So and I've downloaded your zip file. So I'm opening your file and I am going to go type. So this was not fixed. That's still cut off. I don't have a no box to select. This is, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what happened here. These are gone. These work. The boxes are a little wonky, different sizes in there. These are already checked and they're not supposed to be. So they're coming in all checked. Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't have my no. These are already checked. These are all wonky. So whatever you did up here and duplicated, it duplicated the mistake throughout. Your boxes here look good. This looks good. That looks good. That looks good. So all that looks good. That has to be fixed. That has to be fixed. There's nothing there. And then your submit looks great. So you still have some inherent issues here and you have issues here. I'm going to save this. Let's see, file, save as. I'm going to call it comments to. Save. And then I'll put a flag here. Okay. Okay. And then okay, so that's done. All right, so let me mark a comment here. Okay. That's better. You don't really need the word location again, and that will give you the room. So if I go to edit and I come in here, I can take out that word and I can show you what that looks like. I'm going to bring this up and then I'm going to move it down in this nice space here. Pull that up, close. So taking out location, I mean, it's already assumed. We already know that's the location. It's not like they have two locations and you have to separate them somehow. It's just one place. So just the address and the phone number is enough. You don't need to add the extra words. Hours, that looks good. I'm not sure what's going inside your form fields, but I'm going to fill out the rest of this and check it. Okay. I'm going to save everything. I'm going to upload this and give you a chance to fix that later. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this. So I have the comments too. I'm going to open up your zip file and see if I can look in there to see what's going on. Okay, so you have a box here and I don't know why it's not working. That one's working, so let's see what we've got. Text field, signature, you need. You're not filling out your descriptions. You don't need multi-line on that one. Pro, regular, that's good. Okay, so this one, date. So let's call it sig date. Sig date. Printable, you don't need multi-line. Text field, good. And then submit was good, that was good. I think your boxes are just a little too small, and that's probably part of the problem. So if I make, why can't I pick that? Make them a little bit bigger and adjust them a little bit. Let's see if that helps. And then I'm going to come up here. I know these were normal on checkbox 14. Okay, so this one should say manager, and this should say manager. And then normal on, button value, yes. This one should say brewer. Brewer. Okay. This one should say brewer. Okay, that's good. I'm going to say this one is seller. This one is seller. Everything looks good there. So what do we got here? So this one is sales. Sales. This one is tap helper. Tap helper. This one's beer server. Beer server. And this one is kitchen helper. This one is kitchen helper. All right, so we know these were turned on and they shouldn't have been. So I just named them all. So let's see how these appear. So now when I'm looking at your radio buttons, let me send to back, your yes and no, object, arrange, send to back. All right, let me see what this is. Radio button 4, radio button 4. So we had problems with all our radio buttons. So they're not named. So I'm gonna send that to back, object arrange, send to back. I'm gonna click this radio button out of there. I'm just gonna get rid of them all because they're all corrupt. Object arrange, send it back, delete, delete. All right, so we know the lower ones are corrupt too. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a new one. So I'm gonna get my frame ellipse and I'm gonna go ahead and make my circle. And I'm gonna give it a stroke, 1 point stroke. And I'm gonna make them blue. All right, so they match my form. So I'm gonna copy that, pasted it over here. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna align them. All right, so now I have my set. So I'm going to click both of them on. I'm gonna go to radio button and I'm gonna call these 18 years, 18 years. Choice, everything looks good. Okay, so now I should have one set that works. So if you want to do the preview thing, okay, so go and take a look at it. It's not going to function here, it's just going to show you, you know. So that's why I always suggest that I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to file, save as, and then I am going to name this one testing. Save. And now I'm going to go file, export, interactive, save, export. I gotta look for that. Okay, okay. So now I should be able to yes or no. So now we know those work. I'm going to check this out. I can see that that's working. I can see that works. These are not selected on because I named them. So everything is working okay here as far as that goes. That's there. That's still a problem. That's still a problem. Okay, so I'm going to close this out. Don't save. All right, so I'm going to come back in here and see this little text thing here. You want to make sure that all your text boxes are at least showing that. And yes, they are going to run over top of one another a little bit, and you're going to have to nudge that down. This is why I encourage space when I talk about space after in these boxes. So you might want to highlight this text box here and then give it a little bit of space after. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to add a little space after to give myself a little bit more room, which means I'm going to have to adjust a few things. So that means this stuff here, okay, I don't want the background, so I'm going to deselect that. And I just grabbed this part. So I'm going to move this part down a little bit. I have a little room to play. So I'm going to move that down. And I have a little room in here. So I'm going to go ahead and select all that. So I'm going to reach out here, grab everything. I'm going to deselect the background so I don't move that. I'm going to deselect that. And now I just have this middle part selected. So I can just move all this down a little bit. That's going to give me enough room to make this box fit better. All right, so now I see I have extra stuff in there. So I still got to move stuff down a little bit. So I'm going to go back out and grab everything again, deselect the background parts, make sure I don't have anything else. And I'm just going to move that down a little bit. All right, so this has given me a little extra room. So I'm going to move that up a hair. And I'm going to see what this extra text is. It looks like a space. So I'm going to get rid of that extra space in here. Okay, so now I can delete that box. So now I'm not going to get that error anymore. So I have to move these form fields down. So this one's going to come down here and I need to make it a little bit bigger. And now I can see the T. This one, I'm going to have to move down. I'm going to have to make it a little bit bigger. Same thing here. I'm going to move this down. A little bigger. Move this down. Same thing here. Line this up. Make it a little bigger. So now I have all these T's in here showing me that these boxes are now should show my information. So I'm going to same thing here. I'm going to move that down a little bit. That looks good there. So now I know my radio buttons are working. I've got my text boxes. Whoops. My text box is going. So now I'm going to take this radio button combination. I'm going to highlight both of them. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste them. And I need one set over here. Once I do that, I go back into my buttons and forms and I see that it's a copy of the 18 years. So now this 18 years is going to be high school. And this one's going to be high school. Then I'm going to copy them again and paste them. And then I'm going to put them right here. I'll line them up. And this essential duties. So I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to call it essential. I'm going to repeat that process for down here. Okay, so that yes and no is fine. So I'm going to actually send that to back, object arrange, send to back. Now my table has a fill, so I'm going to send the whole table, object arrange, send to back. And now these buttons are in the front. So I can select these and delete these out of there. And now I'm going to paste in the new ones. So this one is going to come in here. And I'm going to align them. Adjust. Okay, so yes, no. So these, I'm going to select both of them again. And then these are going to be education 1. So I'm going to do ed 1. And then I have to do the same thing, is grab this and the table, object arrange, send to back. So I can get this out of here, get this out of here, paste again, and repeat the process. And then these are going to be ed 2, ed 2, okay. Repeat the process. Oops. Paste. Drag them over. And then I'm going to name these ed 3, ed 3. Okay, so now that I have them all named, I want to make sure that if I select these, I'm going to align them to the left. I'm going to select these. I'm going to align them to the left. This, this, this. I'm going to align to the center. So they should be all aligned. Everybody's good. Everybody's playing nice. Everything looks good. Now I should be able to save this and then I can go test it. Export, save, replace, export. Yes, gotta go find the other one. All right, so now everything should work. Okay, so you have to repeat that whole process in this box, and then make sure that you test out, and everything should be good to go. And the form design looks good, everything else looks good. You just got to get that functionality down, and then that's it. So I hope this video helps you, and good luck. You're gonna have to replace that side, all of these things that I wrote on the comments. So I will upload this video, I will send it to you via email, and then you can go watch it. And that's it. All right, I'll see you later tonight.